welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've made a video, and it's because I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and I have just really been trying to process what that means for me. This is now my second chronic pain diagnosis, and it's been a little bit different this time. I saw this diagnosis coming for a while, and I knew it was going to happen. I actually wanted to film and talk about this diagnosis as it was happening. That just is not how I roll. And I just needed some time to think about how I'm going to treat this new diagnosis, what this means for me, grieve a little bit because it changes my life again. And I'm finally at the point, about a month and a half later, where I'm ready to talk about it. So, thanks for joining me in my laundry room again. Let's talk about fibromyalgia and chronic migraines. So like I said, this is my second chronic pain diagnosis, and I saw this coming from a mile away. About 8 months ago, I had stopped breastfeeding my son, and I wasn't pregnant, and my body could finally handle exercising again. I finally felt like I had found the sweet spot exercising with chronic migraines. I was doing low impact exercises. I began exercising and it was going really well, and I was getting back into shape and feeling great. And about a month in, it was almost like a switch had been flipped with my body. And all of a sudden, all of my joints were just hurting so bad, and that pain was radiating into my muscles, and it wasn't going away. I know what sore muscles feel like. I know what it feels like to be out of shape and get back into shape, and this was not going away. It was lasting, weeks, turned into months, and I couldn't even carry my son at that point, and it was really stressful. I was very worried that I had hurt my knee. There was a ton of pain specifically in my right knee, and I was worried that I had somehow injured my knee and would need surgery. But I was also aware that it wasn't just one spot that was hurting. I recognized that throughout my body I was having this pain. Because I have been through a chronic pain diagnosis already, I knew that this was going to require many doctor's visits and a lot of lab tests, and so I started going through that process, and a lot of things were ruled out. I ended up at a physiatrist's office, and this lady changed my life. She actually had me watch a video. She studied under one of the leading chronic pain doctors in the world, and I'll link that video below for you if you're interested. I was watching this video at home after my appointment with her, and this doctor was talking about fibromyalgia and what it is and what that looks like. And my husband from the background started chiming in saying, "Oh my gosh, you have had that since I started dating you." We started dating when I was 16. And he would say, "You've had that for years." And all of these things that I thought were normal, or that maybe I was just a little sensitive, things started being pieced together, and I recognized that all of those instances combined meant that I had fibromyalgia. I went back to my physiatrist's office for a follow-up appointment, and after talking with her, we determined that while the last several months were a pain flare-up of fibromyalgia, I'd been having fibromyalgia symptoms my whole life. A lot of things caused me pain, and really, I can't think of a time in the last 15 years that I went throughout a day without pain. Because this is my second chronic pain diagnosis, I thought it would be kind of a walk in the park. I thought, okay, I know what this looks like. I know that I'm going to be dealing with stages of grief. I'm going to be dealing with denial, anger, and just all of these feelings. And what I recognized after having this diagnosis now for a month and a half is I was able to go through those emotions a lot quicker than my chronic migraine diagnosis. But because of that, I still experienced those emotions, and they were probably more intense just because I knew what this meant. I knew that this was going to mean lifestyle changes for me. more lifestyle changes for me. I knew that this again affected my exercise. I just found that happy place with chronic migraines, and now I was having to go back and rethink and figure it out again. And there were so many days where I would be exercising and it would like end in tears because my body hurts so bad. I am finally at a place where I've been working with a physical therapist, and my body was really weak, especially after having my 2 kids and just dealing with all of the chronic migraines. I've been working on strengthening muscles that really needed to be strengthened, and now I can exercise with less pain than before. But it's still really hard. Tonight I mowed the lawn and I came in and I've just like got this pain all through my legs, and it's not because I'm out of shape. It feels like growing pains and it hurts, and there's nothing I can do for that pain. So I'm adjusting my lifestyle again, and those adjustments will continue. That's just how life is. But I wanted to get on here and make a video about it and just tell you that if you are in the process of being diagnosed with some kind of chronic pain, chronic disease, chronic illness, it's okay. Whatever you're feeling, if you're feeling anger, if you're feeling resentment, if you're in denial, it is okay. It is an important part to go through all of those emotions, and ultimately what leads to acceptance is feeling those emotions so that then you can move past. As I have just allowed myself to feel those things in the moment, recognize what I'm feeling, and just kind of sit in that, it's passed a lot quicker than the chronic migraine diagnosis. I wasn't really comfortable with those emotions. Those aren't fun emotions to feel. If you're struggling like I have been with a diagnosis that you know is going to stay with you for a long time, and it's going to severely alter your lifestyle, I want you to know that I'm here with you. Having been diagnosed with chronic migraines, there are benefits that come from living in pain. They're not physical benefits by any means, but I feel like my life is more fulfilling, and I feel satisfied with my life, even though it's not the way that I thought it would be. I found happiness and I found joy, and really where that has come from is accepting that there are limitations with these chronic pain diagnoses, and then trying to bring joy into your life, doing the things, the small things that may not have meaning to anyone else, but they bring joy to you, and ultimately it will be okay. You are strengthening people around you. I know that because when I run into someone else who has a chronic pain diagnosis, they are some of the strongest people I know, and they are compassionate and they are kind, and that is who you are. And so I hope that wherever you are in the world, you know that you have value. It doesn't matter what you were able to accomplish today. If you're in the middle of just a really rough pain day, I want you to know that you still have value, and what you're experiencing now is going to help people later on. And I hope that tomorrow is a less pain or a painless day for you. Thanks for being here. If you have any tips for fibromyalgia, I certainly would appreciate those tips as well. Anyway, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye.